go ride with us if you want. Another party in the blunt town, we gon' turn it up. Bottles in the backpack, bikes in the front. Little mama looking at me like she might be in love, yeah. She might be in love. Real bad mama see her with that Henny in her car. Hella patriotic with that flag on her butt. Hopped on my handlebars and she passed me the blind, yeah.
What's good, peeps? It's your boy Eduard Todor. So a lot of you guys liked the storytelling video that I did about how I avoided getting beaten up, and I saw a suggestion saying you should do them every Sundays. That kind of gives people something to look forward to. I agree, that's pretty cool. Story time Sunday or whatever, I don't know how I'm gonna name it, but we'll go with that for now. So basically this story is about when I've almost died, and I mean legitimately this is probably the closest I've ever been to death. I mean, holy shit, this was a scary experience. So when I was 12, we went back to Romania on a trip to visit, you know, grandparents and family and just kind of hang around a little bit. I was either just getting into magic or just before getting into magic. I think it was just before though, because I think I would have been 13, so just before, like this was just like I got back to New Zealand and I got into magic, so it was like, you know, those were the events. But this was around a time when I was super into like parkour as a kid, like you know, like jumping over shit and trying to like, you know, land and roll and all that kind of stuff and like get from A to B as fast as possible. I mean, I wasn't any good, but you know, like I was into it, that's for sure. And I mean, I started getting some skills, but I, you know, like I was pretty shit, let's be honest. I was like 12, who could, like, you know what I mean? So this was kind of around that area, and that was kind of my thing at the time. This is just a little bit of backstory, right? Like I was that kind of kid, just trying to like, instead of like, you know, like playing on the playground like a normal person, I'd be like jumping around and trying to like, you know, like just figure out ways to like climb shit higher and faster and all this shit. So I was a weird kid. But anyway, so in Romania, my cousin, she lives like really close to me, like literally walking distance, like probably what, 200 meters max, if that. So we like, I called her, I was like, yo, I'm coming over, let's hang out. She's like, sweet, you know, this is like pretty normal. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna bring my bike, I'm just gonna, you know, do a couple laps and then get there. She's like, yeah, cool. So I just get on my bike and I just roll, you know, I do a couple laps around the park and then I go to her house, right? Now the thing I didn't mention is she has a dog called a Caucasian Shepherd. Now, these dogs are massive. I mean, probably like the biggest dog I have ever seen in my entire life. If you see it from a distance, you would probably think it's a lion. These dogs, like, they definitely get into the like 90 kg range, and like when they're fully grown. Some of these anyway. 90 kgs is what, like, is that 200 pounds? No, I don't think it's 200 pounds. Let me see. 198, so almost 200 pounds. That's how big they get. I don't know how big this dog was, but it was massive. And so she had one of these, and I had met it before, you know. They let me pet it. You know, I was friendly with the dog. Like, it wasn't, there was no, like, it was just a chill dog. So I didn't think anything of it. So I rock up, you know, knock on the gate. She comes and opens it. The dog's there. I'm like, yo, what's good? I start petting it. You know, I bring the bike to the side. Nothing happens. You know, nothing. You know, it was fine. Like everything went as planned. And I was just talking to her and, you know, chilling out in the courtyard thing. And I noticed that the cat, right, ran right past us, and the dog just started going berserk, right? And the dog just starts freaking out and starts running after the cat. But it was such a, like, it was so big, this dog, that it was, you know, it needed time before it caught momentum, you know? So it needed that, like, acceleration. It needed to, like, you know, a couple seconds for it to start and then a couple seconds for it to stop, you know? So it was not the fastest dog, but damn, if it caught you were screwed, right? And so this cat just boosts past it, and there's like this little fence, like probably like just over maybe a meter tall, and it jumps up that little fence, and then like the dog stops and it can't get over it, right? I was like, wait, really? Can't get over that fence? What an idiot dog, right? I was like, what a fat ass, right? But, you know, anyway, so we go back inside, and I was like, yeah, talking about it, and like, oh, yeah, so she was saying how the dog's getting smarter, and it's opening doors now, and all this shit. I was like, oh, yeah, cool, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so we just, like, I went, you know, in her house, we played some video games, it was just chill. And then I go to leave, right? And the dog's just chilling there. I'm like, all right, cool, no big deal, nothing, you know, it's fine, right? Right until I go to grab my bike. I had left it just outside in the courtyard, you know, like just in front of the house, but before the gate, so you know it wasn't on the street or anything. This dumbass dog, I don't know how, from like where, you know, what it was thinking, but I guess it thought I was trying to steal from, you know, from the house, or maybe it thought like that's its territory. So but I go to pick up my bike, right, and I pick it up, and as I like prop it, like, you know, I lift it up off the ground, I see the dog just starts barking, and it just like starts coming towards me, right? And as I said, like it was taking a couple, you know, you could see it was like struggling to like pick up speed, but I was like, God damn, this is gonna catch up to me. Like, you know, the dog was like probably, what, not even 10 meters away. So I was like, holy shit. So I drop the bike, I drop it, and I start sprinting for the gate, right? And this dog was like just on my tail, like just coming towards me, right? And I'm sprinting for the gate. I'm running, right? I've never been this scared in my life, right? Never been this scared in my life. My heart's pounding, right? I'm out of breath. Like, this is like a short sprint, but I can see it in slow motion. And I go to reach for the gate, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to unlock this, right? Because it was like a big metal rusty, like Romanian gate type thing where you have to like unlock 3 different padlocks and check the visor, and, you know, type in the secret combination, get a thumbprint and eye scanner, and, you know, like bullshit like that. So I was like, shit, I'm not gonna be able to open the gate in time, it's gonna catch up. So I turn around, right, to kind of like see where the dog is, and I shit you not, I had an open mouth in my face, like this, like open. I could see the teeth. I can still see it to this day, right? Like in my face, like literally this far away from my face. Like I'm here, and I was like, so the dog is like lunging at me, open mouth like this, right? And I just see everything, and I basically slip. Like I literally duck, slip, and it kind of like, its head kind of snaps past me, and I was like, at this point I knew that if it catches me, it's literally just gonna tear me apart. Like I was certain, like there was no doubt in my mind, right? So I duck and I look around and I see that little fence that I saw the cat jump over, and I realized like this dog is a fat ass. It cannot get over this fence. So I just jump. I like run, and by the time the dog turns around, I jump over this little fence, and I was not about to take any chances. I scaled the main gate faster than I had ever done before. I beat all my parkour records. Like, I used the best technique of my life. Like, there was, like, no hesitation. I just went, pop, pop, straight over. One of my shoes went flying. In fact, my cousin had to, like, throw it over. I scaled that shit faster than the world record of hurdle jumper. Like, I didn't give a shit. And my cousin runs out of the house. She's like, "What the hell happened?" Starts like beating the dog. The dog couldn't even feel shit. It was just like it was like the dog is like twice her size. So it was just sitting there like getting slapped. Like, oh yeah, all right, you know. Like, and then like she threw the shoe over, and I was like, I'm not even gonna get the bike. Leave it there. I'll come back for it tomorrow. And I just ran home. And I to this day I still have a little like dogs. Like if I don't know the dog, you know, especially if stray dogs in Romania, there's quite a lot of them. But even if like someone else's dog, if I don't know the dog, I'm like super wary of it. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I got my guard up all the time. If it's my dog, or if you know I've known the dog for a while, like I'm okay. But dude, like legitimately, like this close to my face, like in my face, just jaws snapping, like literally. I can see it in slow motion. I had that Mayweather duck, you know what I'm saying? The dodge, the slip and weave. Holy shit, man. Like, I start to like, I'm sweating just thinking about it. But yeah, that was not a fun experience. And yeah, every time I went back to my cousins after that, they locked the dog up. So that was good. But yeah, man. I'm telling you, that shit was scary. But yeah, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. I do daily videos. Follow me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All the links are down below. Support me on Patreon if you want. The links are also down below. And as always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!